Hi guys, Linton here, back for another CTE update on the jungle map and the temple. Now you can see the temple has, as predicted, been moved into the cliff face here behind the mountain, but another really cool thing is that they have removed the ladders and actually put in place the stone steps. This is awesome, and I actually sent through a video of an illustration that we did after my last play session on the stream where I suggested that they should do that. So that's actually really good. Good to see that they took that on board. Again, like last time, who knows whether that was my idea or not. Maybe they just had that idea previous and it was just a coincidence, but here was my drawing that we did after the session. I also did a couple of others. This one was with the plantation, and you know, I was suggesting that it'd be really cool to see some nice terrain changes there. This one was the helicopter split in half, minigun in place. All of these drawings we did in about like just a few minutes, and this one right here is how I wanted to show how condensed and full of jungle I want to see that passageway through, getting towards the village. So here is the temple, and it's now nicely in place within the mountainside. This means of course that we no longer have idiot snipers getting on top, wasting everyone's time and generally being a really fucking irritating problem. You can still get into the temple through these tunnels in here. There's still no rear steps to kind of flank around, and I would like to see that, but overall it's a good change and it's nice that they've put that in there. Makes more of a feature of the waterfall as well. Here's the central village in the middle, and again this feels a lot tighter. They've pulled the road together and they've pulled the village right in, so it doesn't have that huge open space between. It means it's become a lot more kind of close quarters, a lot harder fought, a lot of little bits and pieces. There's no live footage from me today on this one because I literally wanted to just do an overview. I feel like I could keep giving gameplay on this, but really we just need to look at the basics. Supreme Pro bow expert right here. Always seem to get a bow guy on this map. I don't know why. Maybe we just get a bow guy on every map now. He's having a really good time right here shooting at nothing. Okay, then going on forward into, you have also got right here the helicopter plantation, and this one, as I say, they haven't altered a real large amount with this, but they have kind of just, I don't know, a few little details. There's a few bits that are semi-fleshed out. The rocks have got a little bit more texture, and I think, just as we pan around here after this pro bow guy goes down, there he goes. Bad luck, my friend. Next time, Gadget. Next time. The guy up here on the rock, it's a nice little overview position right here. This is like a pretty good place, and it'll be a good place for defenders who want to actually, cap it up and hold it down. You can sit up there. It'll be good for taking out vehicles. That tank right there, you can imagine have some engineers sat on top that'll take them out. This is the outer road which goes round to the medical centre. Again, just looking really nice, liking that bank right up there, and just looks good within the place. Here we are at D on the lumber camp, and again, lumber camp hasn't got a great deal. They've added some little sort of destruction potholes and so on, but overall a few little bits of extra machinery, just a little bit of fleshing out. Medical centre again, they've actually changed this one up more significantly. Last time we saw there was the very default blocks in. Now they have changed it up for like these little medical blocks. Actually looks a lot more sensible, and sort of makes sense within the context of what it's supposed to be. It's also just nice to have that difference, so it's not just those three stock buildings, because you remember I said on the last video about how it was kind of annoying that they just throwing those stock buildings down there. So I think good to keep the one, and then nice to have these other two here as well. That actually makes kind of a good compromise, and it doesn't make it feel like the whole base there is just a copy and paste job. So overall, yeah, I like the changes. It's moving in the right direction. I'll be interested to see now. I feel like they're getting the measure of it. It would still be cool to see what else they can add in, but overall I feel like it's going the right way. It'd be cool to see more jungle. I'd like to see the next stages, bit more texturization and so on and so on. Feature, they could add some cool little features if they want to, but overall, yeah, it's looking good. And then, yeah, where do we go from here?